Hello again, everyone. Chris Matthew with Forbidden Knowledge News. Today, I am happy to welcome Trey Hudson. He is the director of the Oxford Paranormal Society and its Anomalous Studies and Observation Group, which is ASOG. He is an Eagle Scout and former Army intelligence officer. He has 30-plus year career as a U.S. government security specialist specializing in security of sensitive assets, anti-terrorism, security of WMD, emergency management, and other specialties. James, welcome. How are you doing?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for having me.
It's going to be a great time in Laughlin. I can't wait to meet you. You have a very fascinating background as well. What brought you to start working with the paranormal field?
Well, I was a child of the '70s, and I grew up watching In Search of with Leonard Nimoy. So I just really became interested in the paranormal, and and went to university in a university that was a little bit more open to that kind of things. The University of West Georgia had some. One of our faculty members was the world famous parapsychologist William Roll. Dr. Bill Roll was there. So I've always been interested in this stuff and decided to join the Oxford Paranormal Society in Alabama, which was in existence in 2006. And I took over directorship of that organization a few years later, and then have spun off the Anomalous Studies and Observation Group to dig down really into the extreme weird stuff. And that's how we've been investigating the Meadow, as we call it, which is very similar to Utah's Skinwalker Ranch. We have a lot of the same kind of phenomena going on in this undisclosed location somewhere in America's Southland. And the really cool thing for the people that will be at the conference in June is I will be releasing for the first time publicly some absolutely amazing footage of things, to my knowledge, that have never been seen before. Video of a portal and people disappearing into that portal, FLIR footage of anomalous beings, UFO footage, and a lot of other things that's wrapped into a presentation that covers our investigations of this very unique site.
Now, you mentioned it was an undisclosed location. Will this location be disclosed anytime in the future? Do you know?
Uh, no, and I'll tell you why. And the reason, and I have a very logical reason for that, is a lot of the very unique locations throughout the world, and also here in the U.S. I'll give you some examples. Skinwalker Ranch, some of the locations in Sedona, Mesa Verde, and other places. Once their locations become public, you have people just swarming that area, and it makes it very difficult, if not impossible, to do meaningful research. A good example of that is I've tried researching with some other groups that I work with up in the Uwharrie National Forest, and that area has become so well known for a Bigfoot that when you're out there researching, you don't know if you're hearing, a cryptid, or you're hearing another researcher, or that hominid figure you've seen in your FLIR camera is actually something, or somebody else looking at you thinking the same thing. And it just becomes very cumbersome and convoluted. So what we've decided to do is to keep this location secret. And that's not out of any maliciousness on our part, but it's just a way to try to keep the site as pristine and as inviolate as possible. What we are doing, however, is while we do keep the location on the down low, everything that has happened, I'm disclosing to the public. Everything that we've experienced is in my book, and I will be touching on that partially. I can't go into the whole book, but I'll be going over some of the highlights at the conference, because that's not my story. That's the world story, and it deserves to be told.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And you mentioned some of the phenomenon that occurs there, like portals, and you mentioned that it's similar to Skinwalker Ranch. So I'm assuming they have a gamut of phenomenon like UFOs,
Yes.
ghosts,
Yes.
cryptids, Bigfoot,
Yes.
all these
Yep.
strange creatures.
Yeah, and that's the neat thing about this place is, how do you approach it? Do you approach it as a ufologist? Do you approach it as a cryptid researcher? Do you approach it as a paranormal investigator? My background's primarily as a paranormal investigator. And the answer to that is yes and no. You can't put it into a box. It's everything and all of those things, oftentimes sometimes in the same trip or the same expedition. So you have to have a very open mind. You have to have a very large box of tools to pull your investigative tools out of, and you have to have a very diverse and talented team.
Yeah, and that's what's cool about the upcoming Laughlin conference is it's going to kind of bring together a wide range of researchers and scientists. You know, people that focus on the consciousness side, people that focus on
Oh yeah.
ufology, people that focus on paranormal. So it's going to be really interesting to see what everybody has to bring together. And I love places like this, like places of hotspots. You know, of hotspots of
Mhm.
paranormal activity, and it contains UFOs and all this stuff that can be, kind of put together into the same category, but it fits a wide range of phenomenon. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
Oh, me too. And I'm very excited to present at the conference, and it's a unique and distinct honor. But you can ask my wife. I'm also really geeked out about it, just to meet everybody, to meet other presenters, and probably even more so to meet the attendees, to actually get to talk to people and hear their unique experiences. Because my experiences in no way is singular. Everybody out there has their own unique experience and their own unique story, and I'm looking forward to meeting those folks.
Very much. And for those folks that would like to find out more, possibly about this ranch and a little bit about you and your research, is there any websites or social media or anything that people can go to kind of look at it a little bit?
Yeah, probably the best place to go right now that's the most active is our Facebook group, which is Oxford Paranormal Society. And you'll see a logo pop up. That's a red and black logo, says Oxford Paranormal Society. Uh, go ahead and click join. I'll approve. And I post their stuff from there time to time. You can also go to Facebook and look up Trey Hudson dash author, and that's my personal page. And I post articles there sometimes and things that interest me. Some metaphysical, sometimes silly stuff, and it's just a good way to get to know everybody.
Awesome. Yes. Well, I am so much looking forward to meeting you at the conference, hearing your presentation and everyone else's. And that's going to be great. So looking forward to it. And until next time, everyone, we will see you soon. This year's Laughlin UFO Mega Conference is going to be the world's largest. It's going to feature over 35 scientists, researchers, and contactees, and they're going to present incredible new disclosures over 7 days. You can now register for the full week, half a week, or even by the day or session. And not only is there going to be over 35 amazing presentations, you get a skywatch, meet and greet, you get film screenings, and you get to hang out with me. Go to their website, register now. It's LaughlinUFOMegaConference.com. Like I said, come hang out with me and over 35 of the most amazing people on the planet. Join us for an incredible 7 days of education and disclosure, the Laughlin UFO Mega Conference.